Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Godslayer Arena run, and today I'm gonna try to do a run with, I don't know what, we're gonna see what we're gonna get. Maybe mana. I really enjoy the mana idea. Mana region seems like an awesome idea. Maybe fire, that's something I've never gone into, infernum or whatever it's called. Let's see what we're gonna get as the first choice. Ice on the cryo heart with regen, maybe, although I did almost regen yesterday. Resurrect allies, maybe we could go with this thing, pets build. It can go up to 7, and there are 7 spells, so it can resurrect mythical tier enemies. Maybe that's what I should go with. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try go Necroweave, 100% with Necroweave. Enemy units have 20% chance of being resurrected as a skeleton. That fight for you. Skeletons decay 20% of their maximum health each second, and cast a bone ritual every 8 seconds, healing all your skeletons for 40% of their maximum health. If you have at least 5 active skeletons, summon 3 skeletons of the highest possible rarity instead. Let's go with that. Let's go full on this summoner build, and let's see how that's gonna look. They added an speed button. Wow, this did not used to exist as far as I'm concerned, so this game got patched? Don't tell me this game got patched. Imagine playing a game and it patches. Insane. I love it. Of course, we are still playing with the one and only character that exists. And of course, we got the spell that says passive auto-cast a spell when you deflect an enemy hex. The hexes are these things on the ground, so if we happen to deflect one, we have deflected 5 at this point. This shoots on itself. Otherwise, every 8 mana it just shoots on random opponents. It does very low damage, 15 times 3, but it's a decent one to be at. These are all very irrelevant. I found an infernum spell though. Maybe I'm gonna go with infernum. What does this do? Combat start, your leftmost and rightmost infernum spell gains refill 2 and bonus spell power. Okay. At 9. This does not go up to 9. This is this goes up to 6 at most. What other choice do we have? We also got chrono. Not really chrono, honestly. 25% increased mana regeneration or 9 spell power every 5 seconds. Not really. Wait a minute. Until it casts. Not they gain bonus spell power every 5 seconds. Just straight up forever. Okay, chrono could also be a thing. I don't care about ice, I've done that before, I think. Let's go infernum, just in case we go infernum. Or maybe even this, beast collar. I mean, this also only goes up to 4. Beasts deal 300 damage and cooldown is ranges from 10 to 4. Yeah, let's go for this. This spell says grants the closest area spell 30% increased area and 50% bonus spell power for the next cast. And every 5th time this is cast in combat, gain 50% increased damage until the end of combat. And this costs 5 mana. Roll, I found another one of these. But I found mainly a Necroweave, which I'm gonna take here. And this thing says deal 120 damage to an enemy unit with the highest health. If this spell crits, gain 20 attack damage for 6 seconds. And this is 8 mana, this is 6, so we're gonna be casting pretty often. So let's see that. Damage nearby enemy. Yep, it's a strike that happens from above and just kills a unit. That over there, for example, died, and now this one died, and now this one, and now that one back there. Yeah, it just does a strike from above. A very simple spell. In general, we have a very simple build right now. 120 spell power because we are enraged. 21 enemies left. I can speed through this, honestly. I think speeding through this is the play. Although I do enjoy the slow pace of the game. It's not like it's going slowly. It's just going at a decent speed. None of these, honestly. But just out of principle, I would say let's get something. Set a method of enemy location. All battery passive for every 2 projectile spells you cast. Grant a spell to the right 3 spell power until the end of combat. Is this projectile? Attack and buff. This is projectile. Not really. But 2 projectile towards your current target, dealing damage for 2 additional projectiles. Winelight. Casting twilight spells generate combo points. Executioner. I don't really enjoy care any about these. Execution spells deal increased damage, which further increase the lower your health. Then we target this. You know, let's also go Nox Bane. Maybe we're gonna go Nox Bane. We don't know yet. We don't know what we're actually gonna do yet. I don't understand why there are locked skills. Like, this class does not have locked skills. This does not. This does not. Why does this class have a locked skill there? As if it's like, you can't get it now, although there is no meta regression in the game. Anyway, let's also try to go Nox Bane just in case. We found the ward thing. I wouldn't really say I care about it that much. Honestly. Increase mana regeneration or spell power. I mean, I can get this. Passive all spells to the left gain 25% increased area. On spells to the right gain 1 point projectile. Randomly select left or right. These all really don't matter. Honestly. For now, let's throw this in. Summon a totem at random enemy location, dealing 35 damage per second in area. The totem lasts for seconds. I want to test this out and see what this looks like. DPS wise, definitely. This costs 20 mana. The totem's over there. Does the totem even do anything? Ah, it's over there. And maybe. Now it's back there. And now it's over here. I mean, the most damage is done from my basic attacks, which is a bit insane. And then second most is Toxic Totem. Which, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a 20 mana spell also. And the thing is, it goes 1, 1, and 1. So if this did not exist, I think these two would have done more DPS because they would rush through faster. And we got our first item here. Gain 500 health, again additional 100 health for each shop refresh you use in the planning phase. Bottle Fairy. You can now save your shop refreshes between rounds. At the start of each round, gain additional shop refresh for every 10 refreshes you're holding up to a 2. If I take this, we go economy build, and I just want to keep 20 refreshes all the time. And then for the rest of the game, I'm going to be gaining 2. I like this as an idea. Gain 40 evasion whenever you cast a tier 3 spell, gain another 20 evasion. Whenever you acquire a tier 3 spell, gain 5 experience, gain 4 random tier 3 spells right now. And gain 40 hex score. Buff spells grant 20 bonus hex deflection score. Whenever you deflect at least 20 hexes in a fight, gain 2 shop refreshes. You know what? I'm gonna go with Necroweave build. And because this thing has a lot of things going on for it, because there are 7 different spells that we care about, I'm gonna go with Ironclad Helmet here. And we're gonna go economy build. And I'm gonna start pressing the gain 2 additional shop refreshes all the time until I get up to 20. I'm pretty sure we're gonna fall behind on XP though. You'll it. 2 shop refreshes, and we're gonna just keep them forever, just to be clear. Let's get the Death Pulse, I would say, and let's add it. And I would even say I want to remove this. Is this AoE? No, it's not. So I'm not gonna refresh ever from here on out. Let's actually throw this out for a moment and maybe put this in. All spells to the right gain 1 more projectile. And let's go and see what this is gonna look like. Now these should be shotguns of 4. Nope, still no. It is an actual 4 shotgun. Let's also see our DPS. Yeah, but it's almost the same. My DPS is almost the same. It used to be 280, it's still 280. Obviously, we will need more units. Having 500 more max health is nice, always. Because we fully heal at the end of each fight anyway. So having more max health is gonna keep us alive more. Can I get my Necro thing? Nope. Gain 3 additional shop refreshes. Now I'm at 7. I'm gonna take this and actually level it up pretty much. Which is not really that good, so to speak. But it now does 22 damage. I'm gonna also take this after 5 casts. The 5th time this is cast in combat, we gain 15% damage forever. Let's see if that actually makes sense to us. We don't have any AoE spell, to be clear, by the way. So let's see if this 5 mana actually makes us do less DPS or more DPS after it casts 5 times. That's 3, that's 4, and that's 5. And now I should have permanent more damage. I think we lost DPS. Yeah, it really feels like we lost DPS here. We used to do 280, now I'm doing 242. So I think this doesn't really help that much. I should remove it from the board. We're still not sure if we're gonna go whether you now only recover 6% of your missing life after each combat. This is deadly if you don't have regen, and I don't. Melee enemies deal up to 24% more damage based on your missing health. I enjoy this. Gain bonus spell power equal to 200% of the mana cost. And then also, this specific zone has hex beetles and larger hexes. Who cares? I'm gonna go with this. Gain spell power. Based on mana cost, might as well. I don't think there is any real downside to that. Let's get 3 refreshes until I hit 22, as we said. This I would like to go here, as that's pretty much the main spell we're using. This should get removed. We're still not sure, guaranteed, if we're gonna go Infernum or not. So let's just take this and let's go into the next battle. I don't have a single... I mean, I have Ward, gain bonus hex deflection score. So that's at least good because we are playing against hexes here. And as long as I don't die, we will fully heal always. That's also a reason why 500 is really good, max health, because, I mean, think about it, that's 10% more health. So there's a very good chance that's literally gonna save us. If I survive with 500 or less, that means that we got saved from that. Death Pulse starts doing actual damage, but basic attacks continue being the most. Shadow Fang does nothing, might as well remove it from the board, to be honest. And we got our Death Pulse. So Syntech Arcana is not. Noxbane is one of the builds I would like to do. Arcana definitely not. And the Sprint Elixir is definitely not. Let's roll these. Infernum is here. I like that. And this is definitely a no. Soulwaker Syntech is here. So either I go with Noxbane or I go with Infernum at this point. Yeah. Arcana, I don't think about that. I definitely want to find the Necroweave, because if I don't find the last Necroweave, I cannot go 7. I need to find the Necroweave spell. So, create a poisonous ticket at the random enemy location. I think I do want to go with Necroweave. Although, did I see Noxbane? It's at 246, and I think there are only 4 Noxbane spells. Infernum is at 369. I would say let's roll it. I'm not gonna take it anyway. We're most likely gonna go Infernum the way I'm seeing this. I already am in Infernum regardless. I have been picking up Infernum things. So let's roll this. And we didn't find the one I wanted. We are going Infernum. Erupt a blaze of fire at a random enemy location, dealing 90 damage in an area. So we're in Infernum play. We completely changed what we were going for. 8 health regen is very good. Area spells gain 15 power is good. And gain 250 health and 25 evasion. That's also good. I would say 8 health regen is nice, because if the fight lasts 30 seconds, then this is 3D times 8. Wait a minute. Let's say the fight lasts 30 seconds. 30 times 8 is 3 times 8 is 24, 240 health, so 250 is more. If the fight lasts more than 30 seconds, then this is better. If it lasts less than 20 seconds, then this is 30 seconds, then this is better. 15 spell power is also really good. And area spells. Let's go 15 spell power and area spells. And we're gonna continue with the refreshes. Now I'm at 16. Now I'm going Infernum, completely different build time, because I no longer have access to 7, while I do have access to maximum Infernum 6. How high does Infernum actually go? Oh, it's easier to do 6, actually. Yeah, Infernum did not need that. But I do want to do the Infernum play now, because why not? I got the chance to do so. There is no downside to switching. Just because I said we're gonna go Shadow doesn't mean anything. I didn't skip any Infernum anyway. So for now I'm gonna just get the dagger, I would say. Or just get the Death Pulse and throw that into... Yeah, let's get the Death Pulse and throw that. This looks like a fire spell, but it's obviously not. We're gonna take that and throw it in. I don't think I can be Infernum yet. It's a 369 and we're mostly gonna go Infernum 6. Let's go. I think having more of these is better. Maybe I should remove the dagger now that I'm thinking about this. That was a mistake. Yeah, dagger does nothing. It just does 120 damage to one opponent. It's a very joke build. And this here is Erupt a blaze of fire and random enemy location, dealing 104 damage in an area. So it's a decent spell. Actually, it is right here. Immolation is first. Okay. So that means we go full on Immolation Infernum build now. Nice. I see the explosion. Infernum, as far as I know, is also AoE based. So let's see how this is gonna go here. 3 additional refreshes, and now I have 21, so I don't need to invest into that anymore. And now I can always reroll down to 20. That's the idea for the rest of the game. I'm gonna buy this, roll it, and no Infernum again. Let's definitely throw this out and throw this in. So this says grant the closed area spell 3D increased area and 15 bonus spell power, which is gonna be this. And honestly, let's do that twice. And by the way, I know this thing says area to the right gain projectile, to the left gain increased area. So this guy has increased area right now. I'm still worried, but now this is gonna cast twice onto that. And honestly, I would say I want these first. So these two both say grant closed area spell, which is this thing, 50% area and damage, and then again, and then this fires with an insane area, is what I'm understanding. As to how this should be working, these are a bit irrelevant. Let's go. What else is this other than Infernum? Phantom. What does Phantom do? I could go Phantom. Oh, this I can go Phantom 6. Gain bonus evasion score for every 15 attacks you evade. Grant all Phantom spells bonus spell power. For every 15 attacks you evade. And I evaded 27. Okay. Should have gone with, instead of with a 15% more spell power, should have gone with evasion score. What's my evasion score? Can I even see that? Deflect, evasion score 100, evasion chance 33%. Yeah, maybe that was the play. But what spells are in Phantom? Only one fire spell is in Phantom, the first one. The rest are not. Okay. I mean, I can't actually go 6 Phantom, what am I talking about? There are 2 different masteries. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go that. Let's go. Okay, buff twice, and the AoE is insane now. Nice like that. Death Pulse, Immolation, it's a fight. Boom! Everything exploded right there. Boom! I love it. I love it. And these are boosting us. Yep, it's like this buff. And then we just do the huge explosion. I really like what we have going on here. Immolation is actually doing its job. And I want these to be even more powerful. I want this Immolation to be the right. I want to go Infernum, man. I'm so excited now. Let's see what we get. Okay, combat start. Grant your leftmost and rightmost projectile spells refill 1, +1 projectile and 20% increased mana regeneration. And gain a gem for every 5 projectiles this spell launches, gain 6 spell power. Okay. Whenever you cast a buff spell, gain 50% attack speed. Not really. Grant 3 random area spells, 20 spell power, and 25% increase area. Yes, that's a yes. Because I think infernum is pretty area driven. And gain a gem refill 2 on every third cast. Gain 3 spell power and 10% increased area of effect. Not the spell in general. This is a definite yes. And this gem just goes here straight up. So this now refill 2. It's gonna cast 3 times. And every third cast, it gains... We gain 3 spell power and 10 increased area of effect. That's really good. Now I don't need to go to refreshes anymore. Now I'm gonna start going XP, so we get more room. Because I will be getting refreshes anyway. Let's get this, roll them. Let's find the phantom thing. Passive, whenever you cast an adjacent spell, grant 2 random spells that share trade with a 10 bonus spell power. And then grant adjacent attack spells increase crit chance. No. We found another Necroweave, by the way. Let's take the thing I'm already using. Roll them. Find the thing I'm already using. Roll them. And I found another Infernum at long last. Infernado. Conjure an Infernal Tornado at 2 random enemy locations, dealing 80 damage over 2 seconds. And then 130, conjure 1 additional Tornado. So you go here. So, at what spell power does it do that? At 130. So, Infernum does combat start. Your leftmost and rightmost Infernum spells gain refill 2 and bonus spell power. Leftmost and rightmost Infernum spells. This is Infernum. Does that count right away, or is it combat start? Combat start. And then it gives us 40 spell power to this and 40 spell power to this. So this is gonna do the conjure 1 additional tornado, and it's also gonna get the refill too, so it's gonna cast 3 times. But do I want that to happen, or do I want this like that? So this casts a bunch of times and buffs this thing, and this casts a bunch of times and buffs that thing. Maybe that's better. Because this also gives spell power anyway, and it gives us more spell power, it's gonna have more spell. I think that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna buff that, and this is gonna buff that. Let's see that in action. Boom, 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 yep. Explosion, boom. And then this is the tornado, which I don't even see where it is. Now this is super buffed. Let's go. Oh, that's it. The tornado's there on the ground. 205 spell power. Kaboom! Yeah, this guy's buffing that guy. Nice, nice, nice. It works exactly how I'd wanted to. Let's see the damage, please. Immolation does the most. Death Bolt does a lot. And Tornado does not that much. Okay, so it's worse than this thing. Insane. What does this do? Spell power equal to mana cost. Well, you definitely go here. Oh, they fixed this! The game got a buff, guys. They patched the game. I didn't even realize. XP for sure. We found Necroweave and we found Phantom. I mean, I could go Phantom, honestly. Instead of Void. Void deflects Hex. Evasion. It gives you also spell power. Grant all Phantom spells spell power. I mean, that's a Phantom spell. Necroweave I'm not into anymore at all. This is out, actually. We're not gonna go that ever again. Let's throw these out. And this is also out. I don't want to even be seeing it. Yeah, this needs to leave. And at some point this is also gonna leave. So obviously we're gonna go with Phantom. What does this do? Gain 50% increased damage for 4 seconds. 130 for 5 seconds whenever you evade an attack. Deal 100 damage to the attacker. Actually, that's decent. Roll them. I found an arrow dagger strike. Also found this. Fire 3 projectiles towards your target, dealing 45 damage, 150 mana, 150 spell power for every 4 buff spells cast as combat for an additional projectile. I would like this. What does this do? Passive mana block the spell to the left. Basic attacks have 50% chance of granting it 2 mana. I mean, mana blocking things is really busted in general. Okay, none of these is Infernum. And we found the Tornado again. Very nice. So I could theoretically swap these two. Or these two, to be honest. No, this does a lot of damage. I don't think I want to swap away. But I would like to try this. So let's do a tryout. So this says at 150 spell power. Is this ever gonna get 150 spell power? I am gaining spell power through this. So yeah, this should get at 150 spell power. And this is buffs and this is also buff. So let's... And this is also buff. So let's see if this, for every 4 buff spells cast as combat for an additional projectile, how insane that's gonna look in a moment. Oh, I'm fighting the hard fight. That might have been a mistake. Doesn't matter. We're Beast Caller, which means that we're doing damage. Explosion. Doof, doof, doof. No, we're not actually gaining spell power. I was wrong, so this is never gonna do its ability. Yeah, that was a mistake. Torment is useless. I'm 120 right now. I thought this says gain 3 spell power and 10 increased area effect, but I guess it counts this self. Yeah, it counts itself. And this gives more bonus spell power and more increased area. I think it's fair. And explosion. Go. Where's the explosion, man? Whoa, fire, 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 and big explosion, please. Here we go. 507 on everything. I started believing I should make Phoenix Call hit the immolation too, but that's impossible. Generate 40 less rage, that's okay with us. You now only recover 6% of health, that's very dangerous. Adjacent spells gain refill too. Adjacent spells gain refill too, that's so good. Movement triggers an explosion that deals 100 damage to nearby enemies. Gain 1 spell power whenever this triggers. Yeah, we're taking this. And we're gonna put the spell power on, I would say, that thing. So it powers up even more. And I think... Actually, why do I have... No, I want this to explode, that's why I have that. I want this to counter an additional tornado. At 130, that's why I have this. I'm gonna continue with XP from here on out. Definitely get the Phoenix. So now this is more spell power and more damage, obviously goes first. And I guess... Maybe the spells get more AoE. I guess I could put this in. Let's just put this in again. And rightmost infernum, this is gonna multicast a bunch of times. Do I want the tornadoes to multicast? I'm not really sure, this needs to go out. Let's say this goes in so we get more damage. And let's roll. What is this? Refill 2 on every third cast, gain 3 spell power. Yeah, obviously you go here. And then 10% increase the area of effect. I mean, I start believing that this thing should go on this thing. But... No, this triggers... But I think this casting a bunch of times, 2 more times, it's already casting 5 times. And it gaining spell power makes this even more powerful. The 10% increase the area of effect is what I'm actually thinking about. Let's actually do a swap between these two and see how it goes. Roll them. And these, roll them. Might as well take this, I'm using it. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's actually see what this looks like now. Refill 2, third cast gain area. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. I mean, this recalling is not that good, is it? Boom! And then small boom. And another small boom. Yeah, I don't think I want this to be casting that rarely. Whoa, kaboom! And then boop. And then again, boop. I wouldn't say it's that good. It makes us worse. I think our DPS dropped. I need to look into our DPS. So the kaboom is insane though. Nice. So my DPS right now is 750. I wasn't really looking at it previously, so we need to do a switch and see. It's from 750. Oh, we got an upgrade. So passive. On combat start, permanently grant with leftmost and rightmost spell 10 spell power. That's awesome. Permanently this thing. This spell now deals damage in a larger area and gains the Noxbane trait. Okay, so this is the left and right becomes better. This is the spell in itself becomes better. Noxbane trait is a bit irrelevant. I'm not in Noxbane and I can't even go into Noxbane. That's good to know in general that this can actually do that. I don't think we have... This spell now deals damage in a larger area. A larger area is not our issue, so I'm gonna go with permanently grant leftmost and rightmost spells 10 spell power, which obviously is an infernum play. Gain 5 sharp refreshes, area spells gain even more spell power. I'm gonna go with this obviously. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Although finding the infernum spells is what I would like to do, but we're going here. 20 XP. Buy the thing we already have. Another Phoenix. Yes. Another Phoenix, very nice. So this thing says, emit an infernal blast, dealing 40 damage enemies in an area around yourself. 160 spell power, additionally dash towards 2 random enemies and repeat the blast when you reach the target. Very nice. I would like this to get damage based on spell power. Yep, nice. Based on mana cost. So now this instantly has the 160 additionally dash. This already has the thing going on anyway. These two I would like to switch. I do prefer this casting 50 times and this doing a mega explosion. And I would like to put more Phoenixes in instead of these things. Because Phoenixes give us 50% increased damage until end of combat. This still stays, but this I think should go to the very right. So it hits all the left side here. Because this says anything left to this gains 25% increased area, so I want this to have area. I would like this to be even here, to be honest. Does this say leftmost in a spell? Comments are your leftmost and rightmost infernum spells. Is this... And comments start trying to grant your leftmost and rightmost spell. Okay, so I have to do it like this. I don't want this. Yeah, I start believing I just want another Phoenix, honestly. Because this is 25. Yeah, you know what? Just get another Phoenix. Continue just buffing everything. And even this is very random, but it does a decent amount of damage. We have 760 DPS. Let's see how this is gonna look like. Eclipse from what? Oh, this is Eclipse. Nice. So Eclipse has combat start. Your 3 rightmost spells gain 3 various bonuses. They gain 5 spell power right now. So these 3 get 5 spell power. Let's begin and see what this looks like, especially with the permanent boost that this thing gives. What does that? Why is this doing the... Do you see that we're getting a flip? Oh, it's this thing. Explosions. Oh, big explosion. I didn't even know what's really happening. That was a dash. We're losing a lot of life, but we're also killing them pretty fast. I'm not sure what does the slashes right now when we're moving. When triggers an explosion that deals 100 move damage. Oh! This thing gives AoE to this. So this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger when I'm moving around. Awesome. Let's go. Up another infernum, obviously. Let's get that. So this is powered up now. 156 damage. Golem. None of these. I got an Axebane if I wanted to. I mean, maybe I should. I didn't even take it. What am I talking about? I got another one of these. I might as well. We do 1000 DPS, so we're definitely better off with what I just created. This is out anyway. And I would say let's go. Let's continue. We're getting crazy damage. Explosion. Oh, these survived? Okay, upon surviving seems a bit dangerous. Of course, we're losing a lot of life. But as long as I'm surviving, we're good. Also, every time we use a reroll, we're getting 300 more max life for the rest of the combat, which is nice. This seems to be casting a lot of times too. I mean, makes sense, it's in the refill zone. Maybe I should switch these two again. So we multicast Phoenix Calls. I think I'm gonna switch these and multicast Phoenix Calls. Every 10 seconds cast Ardent Stance. Ardent Stance gain 80 evasion score for 5 seconds. While this is active, each attack you evade grants you 3 max health forever, pretty much. Whenever you cast Ardent Stance, grant all your spell 3 mana. Whenever you cast Ardent Spells, which happens every 10 seconds. I like this. You no longer regen health per second every 3rd basic attack. Forget that existing. Gain 15 attack speed. Forget that existing in general. Gain 15 health regen. That's nice. For every 250 health you generated, cast a gas bomb. We're gonna go here. Should have gone evasion, man. Well, this is active. Each attack you evade grants you 3 maximum health for 5 seconds. So this is a 10-second cooldown, 5-second active. So this is a 5-second interval. I enjoy this. It's a free thing. And this says every 10 seconds grant 3 mana to everything. And I have a bunch of 5 costs. So this is decent for us. 15 health regen is good too. We're getting damage though. Let's definitely switch these. This is scaling damage. Now this is going to start scaling damage and also is going to boost the more and more. Let's go with XP so we can get a level up. Roll them. Find another infernum. By the way, this got nerfed. This used to be completely different. Strike towards your current target, dealing 4 damage in a small area. This used to be, and if it crits, it attacks again. Now it just has a refill 4, so it just attacks 5 times. Let's go here, obviously. Roll them. We found the combo. Refill 2, the second cast grants 100% crit strike chance. I'm gonna go Necroweave and Beast Color at another day. Roll them, and let's also go with a big old explosion. And let's go and see what this looks now, because this is gonna start doing the multicasts. Boom! Go here, and now this is gonna start boosting this thing. Explosion! And I wanna see this Oh, it didn't get that much AoE. 259 spell power though. Let's go, is it doing most damage? I need to see what does the most damage. Immolation does by far the most, and then Infernado more than Flame Demon. Okay, Infernado without buffs does more than Flame Demon. So I should transition back to Infernado being my second most powerful. Switch these, go here. We're gonna go XP again. None of these. We found another one of those, very nice, that leveled up. Okay, this has 160 spell power. No, it doesn't. Okay, it needs to get one more buff one more time. And then it will. Might as well do this for now. For now, with that. Roll them, none of these. Roll them, none of these. I got the Crescent Strike, but let's go. I could go with Eclipse. Just that I get the Eclipse buff. I don't think I want though. Am I already Enigma? No, I'm not. In general, maybe even this is better than all of these Phoenixes I've got going. 130 for 5 seconds whenever you get the evade and attack, deal 100 damage to the attacker. I mean, I am pretty heavy into evasion. Let's do this. That also gives us Phantom, so we get some evasion score, and then that combos with the fact that I'm gaining more evasion. Let's go. I think this is better. And let's now see if the Flame Demon is gonna do more Infernum, just insane explosion there. Nice. Death Pulse. Yep, actually Flame Demon now does more. Let's see if that's gonna actually stay. The fact that Flame Demon makes us dash around makes this gem actually fire well. Look at this getting more and more damage. Explosion, boom! Everything died. Nice. We're moving around and just flop explosions. Immolation still saying damage. Flame Demon actually does more than Infernado now. So I would say that's definitely worth it. And my DPS is 1100, so it's not like this did a big difference. Just to be clear. But this is giving us evasion, and evasion makes us have 63 evasion, and my max life now is plus 96. I really believe... Oh, look at all the mana just popped for a second there. Is this a permanent buff? I didn't even see. Enemies hexes deal more damage? Maybe yes. Enemy hexes reduce your mana by 20 for 1 second. No. We're going here. Refill 2 on cast. Grant all spells that share a trait with this 6 spell power for 1 cast. I mean, this on the other buff. I think this is it, the union. Although hexes reduce my mana regen is really bad. Movement triggers an explosion that deals harm and damage nearby enemies. Gain 1 spell power with triggers. This is also good once again. So either the opponents do harm some more damage, or I do 20% less. 2 fights in the zone spawner. Area spells 20% reduce spell power. That's very dangerous for us. Projectile spells are worse. Attack spells are less crit chance. We're going here. It's a less of a gem, but it's an easier modifier, and it's actually better for us. Let's go 20 XP. And let's put this on movement triggers explosion, I guess, on you. Gain spell power. Flame demons here. I could switch these. I don't think I need to switch them though. Roll them. Thunder Infernum, very nice. So Pyro Burst, passive. Whenever you deflect an enemy hex, this spell gains 10 spell power for the next 3 casts. Or auto cast active Fire Infernal Laser towards your current target, dealing some damage. I'm gonna take that obviously, and now I'm gonna be Infernum 5. We will put this in. Our Infernum 5. Why is this in? This is Death Pulse. It's trash. This is out. This joins. So we're Phantom for dodging. Also Infernum. I want one more Infernum spell. Which one is it missing right now? We're either missing the Barflies or the very first one. Wow, I'm missing the very first one. By the way, is also Phantom. So, yeah, I'm missing a very important tier 1 flame spell here. I didn't see it. Didn't see it. And let's continue. I think Death Pulse is not gonna join again. Let's go regardless. This, by the way, passive adjacent spells have 20% reduced spell power, but generate 40% bonus mana. I don't think so, though. Let us go. I do enjoy very much that we're gaining just more rerolls. Oh, it's not permanent. The buff that gives us evasion is not permanent. That's very disappointing. This here, when it says whenever you cast Ardent Stance, grant all of your... while this is active, each attack you evade grants 3 maximum health. That's very disappointing that it's not permanent. The explosions of this thing are insane. 20 XP is gonna give us level. This is not the final level though. As far as I know. Yeah, this is not the final level. But I don't think we're gonna be able to get more levels, so I should stop trying to level up. So I'm gonna stop leveling up now. We're gonna go with refreshes. Because the next level needs 160 XP, and I'm not gonna get 160 XP. Let's go for additional rerolls. More rerolls gives us more lives anyway. I don't care about any of these. None of these. None of these. Fire, here we go, found it, fireball. So, shoot the fireball towards 2 random enemies. The fireball explodes upon colliding with an enemy, dealing 40 damage in an area. So it's projectile and AoE, and 120 additional fireball. And this is also Enigma and Phantom. So I buy this, you go out. Actually, not like that, you go like this. And, you know what I want to throw out? I want to throw out this thing. It's never gonna join again. These might join, I don't know. So now I'm Infernum 6, which means that the leftmost and rightmost get 70 spell power. I'm Phantom 2, that means evasion. And I'm also into Enigma a little bit. I mean, I can literally go into Enigma if I want to with this one. I should actually do that. So let's remove a Phoenix and put this in. And now I'm Ward, which means Hex Reflect. And I'm also Enigma, which means spell power to Enigma. So we're a lot of things plus Infernum. So Infernum has a good synergy going on in general. Now this here says left spells get AoE and right spells get projectiles. This is a area spell, so it stays left. And this is a projectile spell, but this is +1 projectile, right? Yeah, so we definitely want this on the right side, and we want this on the left side. This spell, because this makes this have more projectiles. And more area on all the rest. Nice, I think this is good where it is. Yep, this is gaining boost from the Eclipse, but I can't really do anything. Because these are lower AoE spells and I want them to the left. Oh, you know what I can actually do? I could flip this over there Yeah, I could flip this over there and this over here. But if I do that, then we're not boosting the immolation with this thing. We're most likely boosting the fireball. No, immolation. I'm gonna keep them as they are. Flame Demon doesn't do that much. Pyro Burst did a lot. Let's try to get Pyro Burst here at the very side, at the very right. And let's also give it the spell power on movement. As an idea, let's have this have more AoE. And this is projectiles once again, so this is good to here. And I think we're good to go. Let's see how this goes. We do have a bunch of rerolls anyway. Roll them, roll them, roll them. Oh, we found another one. So this is Ember Storm. For 3 seconds, launch 5 projectiles per second aimed at random enemies, each dealing 50 damage to their target. Bonus projectiles increase the duration of this effect by 5 seconds. And this Executioner, but I'm not really into Executioner. I found another one of these. Very nice. You know what? This is never coming back. Literally. Yeah, this literally doesn't fit. In the next level, I'm gonna just throw this in and we're done. Because I can just throw it in next level, I don't need to wait. I mean, I could wait. Let's see how much damage the fireball does. I will wait, actually, for this to join. Let's go and see how this goes. Yep, big explosion while I'm moving around. Got it. Explosion! That thing's becoming bigger and bigger, man. Refill, doom, laser beams. Okay, and Tornado still is very high up there. I think this thing was doing a lot of damage just because it was on the outside. Pyro Burst is on the outside and is very low-ish. I really believe in Tornado is doing the big thing. Because it's the highest damage thing without being in the cornerstones. Although it is getting the bonus damage. But still. Gain 250 health for each mana block spell you have equipped. You don't have any. Mana block your non-attack spells. Attack spells gain 12 spell power for each mana block spell you have equipped. Gain 3 random non-attack spells. No. Vice Climb, every 5 seconds cast Bloom. Bloom creates a flower field at the random enemy location. While you stand inside of the flower field, gain 40 evasion, 40 hex, deflect, and health regen. And then auto cast your highest cost spell whenever you cast Bloom. That's nice. And whenever you cast an attack spell, gain evasion score equal to 1% of the spell mana cost for 8 seconds. And then all attack spells gain 25% mana cost and 25% bonus spell power. I would say no, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go Bloom, which is gonna cast my highest spell, which is this thing, auto cast. And this thing says that... Oh, this is, by the way, 20% decreased damage until the end of combat at Grey. They changed how leveling up things works. Not on all of them, though. So yeah, I wanted to say that this thing says until the next cast. One spell power for the next cast, and auto cast does not consume those. Attack speed, who cares? 5 refreshes is nice. 2 random tier 2 ones. Now we're gonna go for refreshes. And for refreshes, yeah, we're ending the game in 2 runs, in 2 fights, and we are almost... We're never leveling. I don't care about any of these. 32 refreshes, man. Awesome. Ooh. I think Tornado does more, man. Pyro Burst did a lot because it wasn't the corner piece, but in Tornado is doing... yes, it does have the 200% more spell power, but this has more spell power anyway, and Tornado is still more. So I think in Tornado is the play for trying to go into higher levels. I mean, I'm already into it anyway, so let's do that. This is already Grey too, just to be clear. 31, and now in Tornado. Very nice, we're closing into leveling that thing up. I was searching for this yesterday. Let's go. I mean, when I say yesterday, I mean the last time I played this. None of these. Nice, I got another Pyro Burst, and this God now. Then we get deflect an enemy, hex the spell, gains the spell power, and then fire an additional laser towards your current target. Fire an infernal laser and dealing 105 damage hit. Okay. Roll them. I still continue taking these. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is in the build. None of these. I found the Champion Corpse. Champion Corpse. Conjure an necrotic explosion. 3 on minimum location, each dealing damage. Okay. Continue. Move on one of these. Continue. Continue. And continue. And we're gonna stop here. Until we go to fight 20. Then I'm gonna reroll this. So, I can now add this. For 3 seconds, launch projectiles per second aimed at enemies. Each dealing more damage and bonus projectile increased duration. So you go here. This is an area spell, so it should go to the left of this thing. Movement triggers explosion. I guess this should go at some kind of AoE. I want you... No, it's good where it is. Explosion. This is also area. Moving triggers and damage. I would say moving triggers damage should go on this thing, because it has 170 spell power. And I think we're good. Theoretically, I want to see this in action. Ember Storm. So let's see if it's gonna do more damage, and let's actually do the spell power on that. And let's see now. I'm just testing out what's the best move in general. Basic attacks. Immolation just did 19,000 damage on its own. 2,000 DPS. I never had this much DPS, man. 2000 DPS is pretty high up there. Yeah, look, it's raining flames from the sky. Oh, the Ember Storm did a lot of damage. Wow, Ember Storm. Oh, Ember Storm cast only one time. I guess twice or thrice, and then it's still 2100 DPS. This is a very good spell. Oh, yeah. None of these, honestly. The spell generates more mana and active grants random spells on mana. Yeah, I want to do an Oracle build at some point. There are 5 spells on Oracle, so it would be 4 spells gain 4 mana every 4 seconds. I enjoy that as an idea in general. We don't care about any of these though. None of these. None of these. Oh, this is an awesome looking spell, by the way. None of these. Yes on that. None of these. And yes on that. Oh, I don't have room. Well. Oh no. These can easily level up. And Infernado can also easily level up. I think I'm just not gonna buy it. Because these are closer to leveling, this is closer to leveling, these are closer to leveling. I'm just not gonna buy it, I can't do anything, let's go. I need to level up one thing. If one thing levels up, everything's gonna open up very quickly. Still, let's go. Boom, 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 explosions. Boom, explosion. 70,000 damage, and that's gonna do the rain. Just raining all over everybody. Yep, still raining. Ember Storm is awesome as a spell. And now Infernado isn't even first anymore, it's Pyro Burst. Man, I really like this Ember thing. I'm gonna go refresh this once again. Roll away. Roll away. Yes, nice. So I now leveled this thing up. And it lost the spell power it had. It had plus 10 permanent spell power from this. That's good to realize. Okay, level this thing up too. So it gains Fireball 2 random enemies. The Fireball explodes when colliding an enemy. Was this 2 random enemies from the get-go? It might have been 1 random enemy. Infernado again. Almost 1 more and we got a level on that. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I had this lined up and ready. I was too eager to click the button. I was too eager to click the button. Yeah, I had this already. Doesn't matter. And final one of those boys. Let's take it. And this is the final fight actually. So we're gonna just literally reroll all of our rerolls away. Ember. Ooh. You know what? This is never getting a million off. This might, this is not. So let's throw this out. We're going with this. Maybe I'm gonna be able to level up the Ember World. And Tornado is now actually ready. So it's lost its spell power too. It used to have more spell power for free. Now it does less. But it conjured an Infernum Tornado. 2 random enemy locations dealing 180 to over 2 seconds. Conjure 1 additional. Roll away. Roll away. Got it. Okay, so let's actually read this. So this has 115 spell power. 25 to the left, 1 projectile, and 35. Grant 3 closest spells on the side, spell power for the next cast. Let's see what it looks like now. 25 area, 1 projectile, 45. Actually 52. And 115 spell power. Okay. Got it. So what does this gain? 3 seconds, 5 projectiles, 75 damage. 3 seconds, 5 projectile, 75, 113 damage. Yeah, so it still is base 75, but now the multiplier is 113. Yeah, I was reading the purple. It did not used to be base 75, and it's now 113. 0.5, roll them. Okay, we got this again. We had this anyway. I can actually see. Next one, 70, 70, 147. Yeah, the difference is pretty huge. Like that, roll them. Useless, 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 useless. Infernado's maxed out, so we're gonna go to this obviously. And I can also see the difference. Shoot fireballs, 2 random enemies, and then 1 additional one for 40. For 87. 87, more than double damage, by the way. Base damage 40. No, base damage 40, base damage 60. Forget what I said. Roll them. Roll them. Roll them. Another one of these. Not that it's gonna do anything. Roll them. Another tornado. No, open out one of these. Okay, well, I maxed out all the spells I wanted to max out, so I'm happy. And we got a very busted build. Infernum 7 is what we got at the end. We got every single Infernum spell. Look at this, we're literally only Infernum. Everything is blinking other than this boy, the Equilibrium. And even this boy might not be the play. We should go with the Phoenix Call, but I'm gonna keep the Equilibrium. And let us actually go and destroy the game now. DPS 2000, 2.6k. I never had this much DPS ever. Movement triggers an explosion. Movement triggers an explosion. And this is more spell power. Let's go. Let's slow play this. Final fight. Explosion go. What go? 1000 DPS. And it's about to go. Oh, 1000 up, 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 up. It goes up and up and up and up. 1800. More opponents, please. 1500. It's raining. Little bats. Mega explosion incoming. Oh, the whole screen is exploding, man. The whole screen explodes. Emberstorm actually does more. Nice. We are kabooming this thing into oblivion, and Emberstorm still does more, man. Look at this. It's literally raining everywhere. Opponents up here, they die. It's raining. Look at the damage just going up. 1.9 DPS. Kaboom the whole screen. 22 opponents left. It's raining. And kaboom the whole screen. Kaboom! And it didn't hit anybody because we won 2000 DPS almost. But we did 2000 the previous one. Very busted. Infernum might have been my highest damage build yet, which I really enjoy. This was very synergistic. Infernum had a lot of things going for it. The replay of use of abilities was really nice. And also this thing buffing the other Infernum explosion was awesome. What I didn't do, now that I realize, I made one mistake and one mistake only. I didn't test the other things getting buffed like this thing. That was my one mistake. I should have tried the tornado. I should have tried the tornado getting buffed from the Phoenix. I should have tried the explosion getting buffed from the Phoenix. The running around getting buffed from the Phoenix. I should have tried buffing things with the Phoenix. That's the only thing in hindsight I didn't test. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on the channel. If you want to see more, comment down below and tell me about it. Maybe even subscribe. That's the best metric YouTube uses. And if we get a specific amount of likes, then I'm going to play this again. I think I'm going to play this again regardless because I really like it. Unless we don't get, I would say, 15,000 views. That's like about the cutoff point where I decide that the video isn't really to continuation. So I hope you guys enjoy. I mean, also, it's 15,000 views, I would say, and some amount of likes. I think the editor knows better. You're gonna see an edited thing here. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.